I know it's stupid, I'm feeling rotten. I chose polyester instead of picking cotton. Now old Joan Rivers, she just goes bowling alone. Welcome to Breakfast Time with Lori Hibbert, Tom Bergeron, and Bob the Puppet. Sitting in for Lori today is Patricia Moreno. My name's Jim, and I'm the announcer. Say good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Tom. How about a hand for Patricia? Spandex Rangers. Patricia, who is going to be filling in for Lori, who has taken the day off today.
Yeah.
And are we going to mop her down at all before we start? This is the first time, you should know. I've been in broadcasting and cable casting for a long time. It's the first time I've actually worked with a co-host who can bench press me, which I'm.
Yeah, so keep that in mind today.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do we have? Are you going to change into? Are you going to stay in
essentially
Spandex? No, you look fine. You look great.
Do I intimidate you wearing this outfit?
A little, a little. Especially when
Okay,
you
I'll
flex.
change.
All right. No, we'll just sort of play it by ear.
Okay.
Got a lot of fun stuff today. But I was wondering if, as Patricia and I walk down to the kitchen, could we get a little tuba music? Because you know the holidays just aren't complete without tuba music. Are they ready down there? Just fire up those tubas, guys.
Something upbeat.
Terry, could I have my notes? Apparently they all have gastrointestinal problems. See you, Rangers.
Bye.
You know what? If you want to exercise behind Patricia for the whole show, that would be good.
That would make me feel better.
Now your key task is to really make me look good. That's
That's a tough one. Even Lori can't do that.
It's going to be one of those days. We have, in addition to the Tuber Christmas people, we've got the Bobster here. Bob, how are you?
Hey, Tom, welcome back. You were on vacation, huh?
Bob, did you get the bee sting lip thing since I saw you last?
Yes, I'm pouting. Hey, Tom,
You got
nice
an
tan.
underbite.
Nice
What?
tan, Tom. Where'd you spend your vacation, under a rock? Look at
Thank
him.
you.
Pasty. Go change, Patricia. That's not the outfit we
Good for you.
want.
He looks a little dead. He's still talking, I think.
Hey, come back here. I
How
dare
about
you.
a hand for Harvey Phillips and his tuba orchestra?
Wow.
It's not Harvey Phillips? Who is it? Bill. It's Bill. Is it Bill Phillips? Well, let's go say hi to Bill.
Bill Phillips Sousa.
I'll be right back. Come on, Patricia, come on. We finish it? Yeah. Bob, Bob. Wonderful. How about a hand for our tuba guys here and gals? And Bill, what's your last name?
Troiano.
Now, who's Harvey Phillips?
Well, Harvey Phillips is, he used to play in the New York Philharmonic in New York, and he's recently retired professor of music at Indiana University.
He organized the Tuba
It
Christmas
was his concept,
gang, yeah.
his idea to organize tuba players first in a tuba Christmas situation in 1974.
All right.
Pretty much to...
I don't want his whole resume. Just a quick answer
Yeah.
would be.
Well, he wanted to
good.
bring recognition to the instrument.
All right, but Bill, you're
And
leading
honor some
These
of our,
tuba guys take their
heritage.
time, Tom.
What
These
they?
tuba guys take their time.
They do. And you're
Yeah.
going to be with us
We
for
have
the
a lot
whole-
to say.
That's all right. You're going to be with us for the whole show?
I think
playing
so.
Tuba Christmas carols. Wonderful. It's good to have you here. Where's Patricia? She's over here getting changed into... What, are they miking you now?
Yeah.
All right, now, so you're going to do news.
We're going to do news.
Right, and then we drop for 20,
That's right.
and then we just keep going with
We
the show.
just keep
All right,
going.
all right, good to have you with us.
Okay, I'll see you.
Patricia Moreno filling in for Lori today. Since we saw you last time...
Hi, Tom.
Who is that guy? Since we saw you last time, 300 million Christmas cards and letters were sent across the country by all of us getting ready to celebrate the holidays, which is why we're happy to have our Tuba Christmas gang with us and happy to have you here. Our road warriors across the country, as always, Phil Kogan. First of all, Phil, thanks for filling in for me. You and John Davis while I was on vacation.
Well, it's nice to have you back again, you know, Tom.
I was sorry I missed James Brown singing Jingle Bells. Maybe we can get a tape of that to play a little later.
Well, you really missed something there,
Yeah, I
Tom.
bet I did. Okay.
A little
Phil,
more
this
memorable
morning,
than those tubas.
Phil is with us in, is it Flowers View, Florida?
Flowers View, yes, which is a very small community of about 200, in fact. Today I'm with Gladys Milton, and she has probably brought, well, she has brought more people into the world, a total of about 3,000, which is more than the population of Flowers View will ever get to. And right now we have a little baby that Gladys has helped bring into the world. This is Jenna over here with her sister.
Yeah.
And today we're going to meet a very special woman, Tom, a midwife who has a book which is out called Why Not Me, and also a feature film coming out later on about her life very special person that we'll be meeting up with later, and we're also going to meet some of the parents and the children that she has helped here in this small community near Pensacola.
Gladys's bodyguards on the couch right
That's
behind
right.
her there.
That's an entourage.
Yes, indeed. Also, Suzanne joins us. Suzanne Wong is in Portland, Oregon, at the home of the Garden Burger. Suzanne, you must be very proud.
Yum.
I am very proud, Tom. Now, how was your vacation? Did you eat healthy during your vacation?
If napping were an Olympic event, I would be a gold medalist.
Well, if you're like me and you want to eat healthy, but you can't stand the way the healthy food tastes, then you're going to want to stick around for this segment. I'm here at the home of Paul Wenner, the founder of Wholesome and Hearty Foods Company and the creator of the Garden Burger, made with all vegetables, and it tastes great. We're going to learn all about the Garden Burger and find out some things that you can do at home in the morning to eat a healthy breakfast.
All right, good enough. That's coming up. Can we have a little, I don't know if you're ready for this, but a little background tuba Christmas carol music, Bill? Just something, just anywhere. Just believe me, walk wherever you want on this show.
Normally we're a lot more structured than this. But,
No, do you have something upbeat? A little, just anything else. Jingle bells.
can you play Stairway to Heaven?
Right. All right, now, what you see on the streets of New York is apart from being a bad signal, is a van, which is a mobile therapy van, and in it, Dr. Shelley Lennox and Dr. Ursula Strauss, who have created for stressed executives this van where you can get therapy on the way to work. And apparently they're counseling each other right now, which is fairly incestuous, isn't it? But before we go to news, and Patricia, who I know is getting ready to give us spandex news, can we have just a little bit of a holiday tune? I'll be going into the mobile therapy van a little later, by the way.
Oh, boy.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse holiday.
Oh,
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
I like to have a tuba for the holiday. Thank you, Bill. That's enough for now. Thank you, guys.
Okay, all
How
right,
about the
that's
tuba gang, everybody?
Yeah.
There you go.
Tom?
Just short selections
Oh,
for your
Tom?
holiday pleasure. Yes, Bob?
This is great music that's also a laxative.
Is Bob all right? Does he look
No.
different to you?
No.
Let's take a look at some of this Monday's top stories. Spandex News with Patricia Moreno.
Thanks, Tom. The news is the FBI is stepping up its investigation of mail bomb killing over the weekend. The victim was a New Jersey advertising executive. Officials believe the bomb is linked to more than a dozen mail bombs sent over the past 16 years. O.J. Simpson's lawyers are reportedly planning to skip a pre-trial hearing on DNA evidence. CNN reports this morning that the defense team would rather make their case on genetic evidence directly to the judge rather than, directly to the jury rather than to the judge. This will help hide the defense strategy from the prosecution. President Clinton is trying to make good on another of his 1992 presidential campaign promises. He says he's all for middle-class tax cut if the government can pay for it. The first semi-synthetic version of cancer-fighting drug Taxol has been approved by the FDA. This means relief for the endangered Pacific yew tree, which has been used to make Taxol for years. And Disclosure, the steamy movie about sexual harassment, was the biggest draw at the box office, over the weekend.
There's a leak in the ceiling, I think. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Wow. Whoa. Nice job.
Thank you.
Let's see where else it's leaking across the country, Jim.
Well, and actually it is leaking in certain places, but today's weather is brought...
More amazing than that, you know how many sponsors he's had already on the weather? Polaroid, who else? Taster's Choice, Nestle.
Nestle's refrigerated cookie dough.
All these companies that clearly aren't watching what he's doing with their sponsorship.
Mercedes-Benz,
Harley
we've had
Davidson,
Rolls-Royce, we've had Beluga Caviar.
Harvey does go on. Patricia and I will be back with more Breakfast Time. Patricia here for Lori. Little tuba Christmas music taking us to break. And Jim, what else is coming up?
Birthing babies the traditional way. How it's done on Breakfast Time.
Good morning, Patricia, my little biological sphere.
Like that, so No, she's in the bathroom, but I need to get in there.
Hello, Patricia, my little biological sphere.
Patricia's changing right now. She's not my. They're doing that right now.
All right, Patricia, be careful with that spandex, won't you? I know you can't talk back, but, just be careful with that spandex.
Well, we're going to chat for a bit. Yes or no? Nail polish and stuff. Do you mind? Do you mind?
Morning, Tom.
I'd love the image of you doing it.
Good morning, Tom.
Hi, Phil. Anybody among our tuba players want to have their nails done? Would you? What's your name? What's your first name? Jennifer. Perfect. Would you do Jennifer's nail?
It's 13 minutes past the hour. Welcome back to Breakfast Time with Tom. Patricia sitting in for Lori, Bob the puppet, and me, Jim. I'm the announcer. And here's Tom amidst the tubas.
We got tubas extraordinaire. Look at it. Take a shot of all of the tuba players we have here, bringing us festive holiday sounds of Tuba Christmas. There were over 300 tuba players at Lincoln Center yesterday. Is that right? At Rockefeller Center? At one of the fine centers here in Manhattan.
And thank God most of them were not available this morning.
Yeah, now, is there a busload of tuba players showing up later, or? Well, that's all right. That's probably
Mercifully
a good
so,
thing.
yes.
We have visiting us from Hollywood, Florida. By the way, I should mention Patricia is just being de-spandexed right now, and she'll be joining us. She's in
No,
her
I'm at 11.
hermetically sealed room.
It's a very painful process.
That's right.
too,
Spencer and I are here with the Guadalupe family. We have Esther and Elias from Hollywood, Florida. Is that right? Now, I understand, and we love it when we hear this, that you refuse to do any work around the house until our show is done. Is that right?
That's right.
That's wonderful. That's a great thing. And you also do nail work? You take care of people's nails and such? Because we have Jennifer over there, the antler-laden tuba player, who would love to have her nails done. Because as you can imagine, good nails and tuba playing go hand in lip.
It's almost crucial, yeah.
Would you mind?
No, not at all.
All right. And Elias says, so you're a, what do you do other than wait?
I'm a nursing assistant.
A nursing assistant in Hollywood, Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you actually came up here to visit your aunt?
Right.
Is that right? And what's your name?
Doris.
Doris, Aunt Doris.
Yep.
And you've already taken sort of a shining on Bob, I can see.
Yeah. Hubba
Yeah.
hubba.
Yeah.
Good looking guy.
Well, let's hook her up to the sincerity meter, huh?
Yeah.
And
We've
these are
been
your-
told to fear Aunt Doris, by the way.
Oh, is that right? Are you dangerous?
Sometimes.
I've got Patricia to the left of me, on Doris to the right, and we have your sons, your three sons. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. We have Robert, Johnny Jr., and Michael. And Michael, you're 4 years old? Let me come around Bob here. Are you 4 years old?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, we'll keep the question simple. Good.
Okay.
Good to have. What? What? Can I intro Phil? Where's Patricia? Excuse me, Guadalupe. Excuse me, Spencer. Where's
Yeah.
Patricia?
They ran into a problem
According
with
to
one of the layers.
schedule,
Right.
Patricia does the next segment. I mean, when Lori's here, I don't have to suddenly start doing
a
Lori's
pro.
segments.
She's not a
No.
pro.
No.
Well, Lori doesn't do the warm-up.
Yeah. Are you? You look lovely.
I'm just tying my shoe.
All
I'm
right, you
almost
tie
ready.
your shoe. Here's a monitor right here, and you can intro Phil while
Okay.
you're tying your shoe. Patricia
That's right.
Moreno
Well, if it goes
introing
like-
Phil while she ties her
An
shoe.
amazing feat.
Where is Phil? Okay, here we go. We're going to have Phil.
You can do it
He's
on the-
working with.
He's in Flowers View, Florida.
He's in
with
Flowers View,
midwife
Florida,
Gladys
with
Milton.
midwife Gladys Milton. They're delivering babies.
Yes, Patricia.
Yes, Phil.
Patricia, before we do that, just take a look at that beautiful
Wow,
sunrise,
that
would
is
you?
beautiful.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
And we're in Flowers View. A very small population here, only about 200 people. But today we're going to meet a very special woman who has been delivering babies since 1958. And in 1976, she set up her own birthing center as part of an extension of her home. We're going to come right in here. You know, Patricia, it's not normally cold in Florida, but today it was about 36 degrees, so we've got a fire going over here, would you believe? And this is Gladys Milton. Patricia, I'd like you to meet Gladys Milton. Let me
Hi,
want a hand
Gladys.
up
Nice
there.
to meet you.
Now, Gladys is 70 years old, Patricia, and she has brought a lot of children into the world, up to 3,000. Let's walk this way up, Gladys. Up to 3,000 children. And she is a midwife. Now, a midwife is something, or choosing a midwife is something that only about 5% of the population do. Gladys, could you tell us why only... Let's go down this way, Gladys. Could you tell us why so few people choose a midwife as a way to give birth, and yet it's in your opinion?
A lot of times they don't feel comfortable, you know, because they thinking of birth as an illness.
And birth really isn't an illness, is it?
No, it's a natural form of life.
Just come
No
down.
illness. All right, all right. And this is where you want me to turn, eh?
Yeah, this is where I'd like you to turn around
Yeah.
because we'd like to see your pretty little face, you see,
How about
otherwise...
that? Thank you.
Yeah, look very nice here. Now, you've been doing this here since 1976, up to 3,000 babies you've helped bring into the world?
59.
58 was when you started, right?
Yeah, 59.
59. A lot of babies you brought into the
Oh,
world.
yes.
And Patricia, if you look over here, you'll see this is Maria right now, who is listening to Jessica's baby, and Maria is gonna continue doing what you've been doing for such a long time.
I'm passing the torch to her.
And tell me, Maria, how did you get into becoming a midwife? Because I understand you were in your final year of medicine, becoming a doctor, and then you changed direction.
I finished pre-med curriculum, and then I decided to go into the midwifery program, which would give me an opportunity to use a lot of the pre-med experience that I had.
And Gladys, she had a miracle, didn't she?
Sure. She doesn't like for me to say that. She's modest. But she saw a miracle. She saw the good Lord start a baby that normally he starts us all, but I mean, he did a special start on this baby. And she had walked away, and the father had gone out, and I was doing mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. And I, in fact, I'm a country girl. I don't mind saying this. And I say the prayer. I couldn't pray aloud, but in my heart I say the prayer, and I say, good Lord, not for me, but for those who stand around, show your power.
And you did.
Minute I said it, she pinked up from head to foot and let out a squall you could hear down on the corner. Maria ran over, the father ran back in and everything, and it was something. You could just feel his presence in this room, and I'm not afraid to say that.
Well, I
I'm not
think
ashamed to say that.
I think you can definitely pick up a very special spirit in here, Patricia. And one of the great things about having a midwife is the fact that there is the intimacy and there is the specialness, the closeness. You can see Jessica and her partner right here who have come in for a prenatal checkup, and both of them are doctors here. And I just wanted to ask you why you've chosen to come here to this birthing center to have your child as opposed to going to a hospital.
We both see birth as a natural process, and this was one of the few places that we found that had that same philosophy and didn't do the invasive procedures that we were looking to avoid.
Phil?
You're due any minute, right?
Any moment. Yeah.
What happens if there's an emergency?
Well, one of the things that Gladys does is that Gladys is very careful about the people that come here. And Gladys, if you could just answer the question for Patricia. The mothers that do come here, expected mothers that do come here, you've been very careful about who you choose to give birth here, correct?
Yes, I want to make sure that this is what they want to do, and we don't give sedatives here. And that is one thing that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Because once the mother gets a sedative, then the baby does too.
Patricia, what they do is they choose situations that are safe. They make sure that they are safe. But there is a hospital that's about 5 miles down the road, so if there is a problem, they can always deal with that. But this is a healthy experience, as Gladys says. When we come back, we're going to be speaking more with Gladys, finding out about her book, talking about the film that's coming out, and meeting some more of the mothers, and finding out what makes this place so special.
Great. That's great, Phil.
Tricia?
Yes, Bob.
First of all, I'm not alone here in the medicine cabinet, as you can see.
Are you taking away my rangers?
Yeah.
Are you keeping them?
It's a ranger raid. I just wanted to say how absolutely lovely you look.
Oh, I thank you. Why are you being so nice today?
I appreciate it when
What
you
do you
spend
really
a little
mean?
time on yourself, Patricia. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're just so sweet.
Thank you.
What do you really mean? That's what I'm really wondering.
So what we
Tom,
can't
what do you
be
think?
doing push-ups in between the breaks, though. You know what I mean?
Thanks for butting in, Jim. That was starting to sound like a video Hallmark card in there. I'm amazed at those women not needing sedatives. I can barely get through one of these shows without some. Bob Keeshan, Captain Kangaroo, is here with his thought for the day. We should have some. Oh, I guess all right, we'll go with Bob's music. Then we'll have some tuba music. Bob?
Here's one from our day. A great manager has a knack for making ball players think they are better than they think they are. Reggie Jackson.
It really worked with Reggie, too, by the way.
Yeah. Well, he had the candy bar, too.
Yeah.
We have the wonderful Tuba Christmas gang here with us, about to grace the show with a bit more tuba Christmas music. And Jim, as they do that, why don't you tell us what else is coming up on Breakfast Time?
The ringleader of this year's Circus of the Stars is Michael Kastner, and the birthplace of the veggie burger. I like mine medium green on Breakfast Time. It's 26 minutes past the hour. Welcome back to Breakfast Time with Tom. Patricia sitting in for Laurie, Bob the Puppet, and me, Jim. I'm the announcer. And here's Patricia, Bob, and Tom.
You having fun?
Yeah,
so
I
far?
like that he said my name first. Thank you, Jim.
You're welcome, Patricia.
And here I was, I thought I'd have to take care of you. I have to sort of just watch out.
Yeah,
what I have to
work
do.
your way back into the show here,
No
Tom.
kidding. Can we... Now, why, Bob, we're not hearing you that well, which in and of itself I'm not complaining about,
That's
but,
right. That's right.
but just so you know, so our folks in the booth know.
Spit up the fur ball first, Bob,
That's right.
then talk.
Those new bee-stung lips he has. Can we take a ledge cam shots of our favorite squad car? Clear the monitor in the studio, if you would.
Yeah.
There's Officer Tom and Officer Don, and they gave us a present today. They gave us a miniature Officer Tom, Officer Don squad car
That's
that
great.
says FX Precinct on the side. Isn't that neat?
I didn't see that, yeah.
And it comes hermetically sealed, like many of the squad cars in New York. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys.
So what do we do now?
What do we do now? I don't. I've been on vacation for over a week. I have not a clue. Oh, word of the day.
That's
Jim.
right. And you know I'm not going to say, as I was going to, why, you conniving weasels, once again, why do you put it on me to do word of the day? Is it because your own vocabulary consists of the 50 or so words you use on the air and 2 and 3 you don't?
I think we know who needs a sedative on today's show.
No, I'm not going to do that because that would only be one example of Maestro. Today's word of the day, vilify. See, I would be vilifying you by saying that. And what that means is really open, deliberate, and forceful defaming or degrading.
Okay.
Okay, it's like maligning or defaming or traducing, you know. But this one is really particularly vicious when you vilify somebody.
All right.
And open and deliberate.
Okay.
You know, it's not...
So we'll use that. We'll be...
Vilified before the show is out. Now, what we're going to do here is, we have, all right, while you get set to, I think you and Al Rosenberg are going to chat about his weekly Vox Box. While you go do that, I'm going to just chat briefly with our family while you get set up.
Okay.
Patricia filling in for Laurie. Oh, wait a minute. You know what we haven't done? We haven't dropped for 10, which is what we do. Come on. Oh, you're not going to do it with me?
No,
that's
this is
good
your
enough.
time.
All
1,
right.
2,
She's the
3,
instructor.
4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe. 8. A little slower.
All right, there we go. All right.
This is already the fittest version of Breakfast Time ever.
Whoa, okay. What we asked Esther Guadalupe of Hollywood, Florida, to do, and you can finish your breakfast, Esther, but Jennifer, one of our tuba players over there, is that the technical term for someone who plays the tuba? You're a tubist. Oh, you're a tubist. Okay.
Right. Pablo Picasso was the first tuba player.
Is
by
that
the way.
right? No, he
That's
was
right.
a cubist.
Oh, I'm sorry.
A cubist.
All right, I got you.
Would you mind, Esther, after just doing a little nail work on Jennifer? You really don't want to do this, but you're playing along, right? Hey, you wandered in here. You know better if you watch the show. Is Patricia ready with Al Rosenberg?
That's right.
Let's find out together. Why don't we? Oh, there they all are.
We're here. We're ready to go. We have Al Rosenberg here.
And Bob got lucky big time.
That's right. With his favorite ranger.
His ranger, yeah.
The Rangers are actually here to give me a little moral support. Every time I walk into a room, they go, smile more, or relax, you look great. So they're just kind of keeping me.
Well, you do look great and relax
Oh,
more.
thank you very much.
But, we went to one of the local schools, and I wanted to ask you this. You don't seem like the kind of person who gets angry very often.
Exercise helps.
Yeah, exercise helps you not get angry because you're too tired to be angry.
But I get very angry. What are you talking about?
We wanted to find out what makes kids angry, because sometimes they think they're not allowed to get mad. So what we asked these children is, what makes you really, really angry?
That's what we're going to say.
Yeah. What makes you really angry?
Books.
Books make you angry?
Mm-hmm.
How come?
Because I don't know how to read. People laugh at me. When my sister takes something and she throws it outside, because she always does that.
She does?
When my sister steals my toys.
Does that happen a lot?
Yes.
What makes you really angry?
When I have to be punished. When a hamster bites me. A dog biting me.
A dog biting you makes you angry? Did that ever happen to you? Oh, I'm glad. So you've never really been angry?
When my brother and sister bother me. When my sister breaks my toys, or when she loses them. My sister's 11, my brother's, he's 20.
And your brother still bothers you and he's 20? Okay. What makes you really angry?
When somebody pushes me down. When people yell. My brother,
Well, what does he do?
he just bothers me. I wish I can kill him. My brother hurts me.
But you bother everybody else. Isn't it fair that he bothers you?
I don't bother him, he bothers me.
Yeah, but you bother other people.
Yeah,
Oh, but it should stop there. You don't want him to bother you.
yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Well, that wasn't too outrageous. I mean, they looked like they had legitimate excuses for being angry.
Yelling and siblings, I think, it seems to be the whole thing.
That last one there was great because he puts marbles on the floor to get his brother and just to hurt his brother.
To make him angry.
Exactly, to get him back. Yeah.
They're so cute.
They really are. And so are you, Mary.
Oh, I thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
It's nice to have you here, Al.
It's good to be here. Thank
So
you.
now what? We're going to go see what's happening with Tom and the news.
Hate to interrupt that Mutual Admiration Society going on. Here are some of the stories we're following for you on this Monday. The FBI is searching for a motive in the weekend mail bomb killing of a New Jersey advertising executive. Officials think the bomb was sent by the same man responsible for more than a dozen explosions in the past 16 years. O.J. Simpson's defense team refuses to comment on a report that says it wants to skip a pre-trial hearing on DNA evidence. The hearing, originally scheduled for today, has been postponed with no new date set. Have you been dripping that thing for the whole week I've been gone? I thought so. There's a chance the pandering conviction of Heidi Fleiss could be thrown out. 5 of the jurors have reportedly signed statements claiming they discussed the case before reaching their verdict. Good. Fill up those gas tanks. Gas prices could be going up soon. The cost of heating oil is also said to be on the rise. And finally, some 12,000 trekkers got to beam up by telephone to the captains of the Starship Enterprise last night. William Shatner and Patrick Stewart talked with the Star Trek fans in a huge conference call. All the trekkers had to do to participate was plunk down $100 for a special phone card.
Whoa.
Gee, Scotty, can you say screwed? Oh, Captain, we've run out of suckers. Let's go back to Patricia, because believe me, that's all I have.
Well, actually, we're going to find out. Jim, are there any spiky yellow balls today? Please.
Yes, there are some spiky yellow balls, as you can see. But don't be fooled by this, because these spiky yellow balls, which we can see, are actually frozen spiky yellow balls. We have a lot of snow in this circle here, and we have snow, rain on the coast, and snow in all these western states, which is good for the ski areas. And I do want to point out that there is just a little bit of rain where Laurie's vacation is. Let's look at those high temperatures. As you see, the high temperatures are not that high, but in Hollywood, Florida, it's actually the only place where it's pretty nice is in the 70s today, and that's the weather. Hey, what song was Frank singing there?
It was a James Brown version of Jingle Bell from the Friday show.
It's unrecognizable. I don't.
Let's, if you're going down the cable network alphabet, just before FX, you find E, the entertainment network. And Michael Kastner from E is here with us. How about a hand for Michael?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Now this is a different hairdo than the last time I saw you.
It's longer. Yeah.
Yes, that's it. It's the East Coast.
It's been slicked back for a couple of years now.
Is that right?
I finally just let it down now. I moved to New York.
Now, you're back to New York from the West Coast, and you're doing something for CBS on this Friday.
The Circus of the Stars.
Uh-huh.
It's I think the 17th year that it's been on.
Right.
And I said that I would do it, but I didn't want to get dressed in tights.
Yeah.
It's a real problem. I just don't like to do that.
Yeah.
Didn't want to shave my underarms because the men have to do that on that show.
Yeah. Well, we all do it here. Guys,
Well,
right?
Yeah.
Right before
All the tuba
showtime.
players did, yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to get on the trapeze. I wound up getting on the trapeze, but other than that, no tights.
Oh, all right. Now, we're going to see a clip, I believe, from this Friday's edition. It's on CBS this Friday night from 8 to 10 of Circus of the Stars with Michael Kastner and the gang. Let's take a look.
I came up the easy way, up the ladder, but I understand. She must have helped you with a fear of heights.
You're right. My trainer has taught me that it's not a fear of heights, it's a respect of heights. So what you're feeling right now is respect for where you're at.
Could I ask you not to shove me like that again? Just a little thing, because I do have a fear. This is real sweat in my hands right now. Okay. You're going to stay calm, cool, and collected, and they are going to absolutely...
Is that the end of the clip? Oh, okay.
Yes, we were just like, huh?
I thought you were going to go sailing off the side. Yes, Bob? There's nothing to take.
Yeah.
Well, take whatever's there and do something with
We're
it.
guessing you have a respect of interviews now.
Yeah. So, Michael, you were there for the launch of E, were you not?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, from the very start of the network.
I was there before they even had a name for it.
Uh-huh.
And actually, when I found out what the name was, I thought it was a typo in USA Today. So while I was talking with the vice president of the network, I started going, oh, there's a typo in USA Today. They say that you're going to call it E, like just one letter. That's the dumbest thing, right? She's like, that's the name of it. I mean, that's a good name.
Yeah.
I like that. It works.
Now, you've gone behind the scenes. I've watched you when you're working behind the scenes at the Oscars and the Emmys and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a tough gig? Because it seems like the stars a lot of times are so focused on getting over their own nerves about waiting to hear if their names are going to be announced.
I think the best part, the first year it was pretty tough, but most of the celebrities watch E all the time.
Yeah.
So I think when they're going down a whole sea of people like, Norwegian television and everything, all of a sudden, when they see E, it's like, oh, hi, how's it going, And most of them I've interviewed a bunch of times before, so it's kind of like old home week.
So we're going to be seeing you all over the place now. Is that some on E and then on CBS
and
doing
CBS
things
and a
like
couple
this?
of other things I'm going to be doing as well, yeah.
Yeah. You are welcome to do. I know you do behind the scenes things a lot. You're very good at it. And
Well,
if you would like to take one of our cameras and sort of float around here during our show, and we'll cut to you periodically. I don't know what your schedule is, but if you have some time,
I would love to. Actually, I've been watching. I walk by your building all the time, and I see people like flipping up and tubas and things. You never really have any idea what's going on up here, so I would love to.
And don't think just because we're inside we know what's going on.
Okay,
but feel free to do that. So Michael Kastner will give a behind-the-scenes look at what's going on Breakfast Time as we continue. Jennifer, antlers and all, will get her nails done by one member of our visiting family, the Guadalupes from Hollywood, Florida. And Patricia, what else do we have?
I don't know. I think we should ask Jim. Jim,
We're going to have the poet laureate of Breakfast Time. And Tom's on the move again and getting that therapy he's been looking for a long time. It's all coming up on Breakfast Time.
Suzanne. Hi, Suzanne.
Hey, Patricia.
Hey, we're talking about some veggie burgers, huh?
Yeah, they're garden burgers. Have you eaten one?
No, have you?
Okay.
Did you eat one yet?
Suzanne.
Oh, we're going to make one right now. I'm going to get to taste it. Spencer says
good.
hi. You
Who does?
Spencer.
Oh, hi, Spencer.
I don't know.
It's 19 minutes to the top of the hour. Welcome back to Breakfast Time with Patricia sitting in for Laurie, Tom, Bob the Puppet, and me, Jim. I'm the announcer, and he is Patricia, Bob, Tom, and guest.
Thank you.
I can see why you're the announcer.
That's right. I've got this down.
It's the spontaneity.
And he is a professional announcer.
That's right. That's right. I just want to mention, I think one of our road warriors who deserves a round of applause, I have yet to see the tape of the show because I was out Friday, but for surviving the James Brown version of Jingle Bells, Spencer.
It was great. It was really too bad you missed it. You have to see it.
I know. How many times do you do a remote, Spencer, where the police are cordoning off the outside?
Not often, not often.
No kidding.
All right, as soon as you're done with that segment, come out with your hands up.
They had songs and subpoenas flying like crazy. It's a little mailbag.
part. Not that part. Nail that part.
We have a very special mailbag
Oh, we
today
do,
because instead of just reading a letter, instead of which we love to get, by the way, faxes and such, we have with us Ellen McDonald, who is here from Long Island. Is that right?
That's right.
And you can applaud for Ellen. That's a good game.
No, it's just that she got here from Long
That's
Island.
right.
I know,
A 21 tuba salute.
That's right. It's hard to applaud with a tuba in your lap. I understand, so don't feel obliged. Now you're a regular viewer of the show, are you?
Yes, I am.
Uh-huh. And you've put your affections for the show into verse, I
Did they
understand.
tell you they were affectionate? I made observations and put them down on paper.
Oh, they're observations. Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, the observations of Ellen McDonald from Long Island.
Lori and Tom teased at the top of the show. The sit-ups are over. Now it's 3, 2, 1, go. Quick, get the Prozac. Suzanne is up next. We've seen Philip the Babs. Who would ever have guessed? JD is the cool one. He's all savoir-faire. He can basically follow what goes on in there. Your puppet guy, Bob, who looked great in that tutu, was hardly upstaged by Kirk minus Sulu. If McLean didn't get it, it wasn't your fault. Tom tried, so did Bob, but you're on and he's off. Don't mess with Gwen when she's covering an issue. You better watch out or she'll sneak up and kiss you. You're fun and refreshing. I love your remotes. You're magic. You're special. Don't let Jim clear his throat.
Very nice. Now, wait, can I just see? Yes, we give you a T-shirt. I know you cut some out. That's what I'm looking at. You have Rangers in spandex. That's just what we need. Wait, let Steve build a whale. All he needs is a field. See, need and field don't rhyme. That's why. That's why I crossed that out. But you get. Where's the shirt? Oh, here it is. You get the new cheap FX T-shirt to call your very own. That's right.
And just your size.
Good night shirt.
That's very nice. Next year, the new shirts, I think, as Jim mentioned, will have this one logo taken off completely.
Right,
so,
that annoying logo which washes right out.
That's right. Ellen, a pleasure to have you.
Yes.
How do people fax, write, and bask us in verse?
Write to us at Breakfastside P.O. Box 824 Madison Square Station, New York, New York, 10159-0824, or call us at 212-802-4054, or fax us at 212-802-4208.
Right now, I believe we join our behind-the-scenes reporter from E! and CBS, Michael Kastner, somewhere in the FX department.
This is really cool because for 4 years I've been on a network with 1 letter, and now I'm up to 2. And Friday, all the way to 3. This is really cool because we have really boring bathrooms at E. And I guess you guys, this is an actual studio and you've done interviews, and I've been being filled in on all the celebrities who've been in here. Now I understand that, who was in the bathtub, did you say?
Who joined us in the bathtub?
There was this guy from, what was
John
it?
Henton?
Yeah, he was in the bathtub. I heard about that already.
Yep.
And then some guy from Erasure was in here taking a shower.
Patrick Duffy.
That's right.
Yeah, right. The guy from Erasure.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have done that part. That would have been something to look at. And I understand Malcolm McDowell actually used this toilet.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Which
Film at 11.
he forgot to flush. I didn't want to bring that up.
All right,
So I'm
Michael.
just going to continue sort of taking a tour. And by the way, you guys have great coffee.
That's about enough of that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. One of the things I'm going to do right now, Patricia, because you have often said that I could use a little
Exercise.
therapy. And I'm going out to what is a mobile therapy van where harried executives can, on their way to work, on their way to the board meetings, on their way to find out that they've been downsized, can have therapy in this moving
So they come to
shrink.
you?
No. I'm going to the shrink right now.
That's great. If things don't work out, they can drop you off at the home.
That's exactly right. So I'm going to
Make
head
sure
out
you
there.
check in before you come back to make sure we want you back. Even we might need to.
Fine. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'll have things to talk about with the therapist now.
Leave me alone with her. I'll have to do push-ups.
Yeah. Which personality's coming back? Everybody can guess.
Okay, over here.
This show's mine. It's mine.
Still with the Rangers and the support. It's great. They give me a little feedback every once in a while. But now we're going to go see Suzanne in Portland, Oregon. Suzanne, do you have garden burgers for us?
Yes, I do. You know, if Tom ate a little healthier, he might not need therapy. Sound body, sound mind, you know. This segment is perfect for you and Spencer, Patricia. I'm here at the home of Paul Wenner, who's the founder of Wholesome and Hearty Foods Company and the creator of the Garden Burger. He turned his own private recipe for a garden burger into a multi-million-dollar industry, which was rated the #1 stock last year. Now, this is Paul Wenner. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, Suzanne.
So tell me, what makes the Garden Burger different from other meatless burgers?
Well, it's not soy-based, made out of mushrooms and onions and oats and brown rice and low-fat cheeses and egg whites and bulgur wheat.
Okay, and I understand also there's no soybeans in this, there's no tofu. It's not trying to taste like meat.
No, we're just trying to taste like something that's wonderful and great texture and great taste.
And how about the calorie and the fat content?
140 calories for a quarter pounder, and you can see here it's 1/6 the fat of a hamburger. And
so this is 15 grams of fat in a regular burger, Patricia, which I ate yesterday, so this is swimming around my arteries right now.
Right.
And this is 2.5 grams of fat for these garden burgers. There's also a fat-free garden burger called Garden Veggie, correct?
That's correct. Garden Veggie and Garden Vegan are both fat-free.
Now, the reason that this is also great, Patricia, is if you have kids and you want them to eat healthy and you want it to taste good, this is supposedly tastes good, so I'm going to taste it right now, made exclusively out of vegetables.
Tell the truth, Suzanne.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Now that says it
Thank
all.
goodness, it is good.
But does it taste like a burger? Does it actually taste like a burger? Is it supposed to taste like a burger?
It doesn't. It's not supposed to taste like a burger. It's not supposed to taste like meat, but it does taste good. Also, you can pop these in the toaster, so it's really easy for your kids. If they're at home, they can pop them in the toaster and they can eat them. Now, Paul also used to be a chef and used to own a restaurant. Come with me, Paul. And he has some ideas. He's health conscious in all aspects of his life, not just on the business end, in his home, too. So show me what you can do at home to get your day started healthy if I'm not used to eating healthy for breakfast.
Well, I recommend starting with a fruit smoothie. That way you get your 5 fresh fruits every morning.
What fruits are these?
Well, this is papaya, strawberries, pineapple, and bananas, and in orange juice. And then we put some almond milk in there. This is a milk made out of almonds that we actually manufacture and sell.
So that's non-dairy.
Non-dairy and very low fat. And once you get all this fruit in here, just blend it up with some ice. And
voila, it's already blended.
Magic.
Look, it comes out of there
That's
with an
good.
umbrella on
It is good. Yeah, I do like it, actually, I must admit.
We'll find out when she gets back, Patricia.
The texture's a little much for me, but it tastes good. Now, what are some ideas for breakfast cereals that you can make at home that are good for you?
Well, this is real quick and easy. You just take 5-grain cereal. Now, I just put fresh apples in boiling water and some dried fruits like cranberries and raisins and currants, that sort of thing. This time of year it's real pretty. And then some hazelnuts and sunflower seeds in there.
I have to tell you about hazelnuts, Patricia. Portland must be the hazelnut capital of the world because on every menu in every restaurant, everything you order can be with hazelnuts. Okay, what did you just put in?
That was the 5 grains and the flaxseed. And what you do is you bring that to a boil and just cover it and turn it off, let it sit for 15 minutes, and it's done. You don't want to cook it too much. You have great texture and taste that way.
Okay, so we're going to see what this actually looks like when it's all done. This is what the breakfast cereal looks like. What else have we got here?
Well, we have a garden sausage made with grilled red potatoes and vegetables, and over here we have 10-grain waffles with garden sausage, fresh raspberries, and of course the cereal we just talked about.
Is the
These are all
garden
low-fat,
sausage? Is the garden
high-fiber,
sausage
very
veggies?
healthy and very
Yeah, it
tasty.
always.
That's most important. They taste good.
Yeah.
They taste good. What was that, Jim?
Is the garden sausage all vegetables too? Is that?
Yes, the garden sausage is all vegetables too, correct?
That's correct. Mushrooms, onion, oats, brown rice, and low-fat cheeses. It has a little spicier version. It has peppers and, the sausage-type spices. It's very good. Stands alone, wonderful product.
So just so you know, you can get these garden burgers at Hard Rock Cafe, TGI Fridays, Planet Hollywood, and lots of grocery stores around the country.
So we're going to have like garden burger fast food joints popping up all over the place now?
Will there be garden burger fast food joints popping up?
You never know.
You never know.
So there's
Could be
some
a good
ideas
idea.
for healthy things that you can do at home that your kids will even like because they taste good. And when we come back, we're going to find out how he turned an old church into an Art Deco palace.
Great.
Wow.
Well, we're going to taste some of those veggie burgers here as soon as they're all cooked up and ready to
But
go.
you know, that breakfast thing looked like the slop that you eat in the morning, Patricia.
Hey, it's good for you.
You know?
Well, how about a little tuba playing for break, huh, guys?
Now let's confront your darkest fears and make a left at the next light. The latest in mobile therapy. And we've got traditional midwifery, both on Breakfast Time.
Tom, do we see?
Hi, Patricia.
How do you feel? Do you feel any better yet?
Do I? No, I haven't had any therapy right yet.
Can we hear him?
Yeah?
Where?
Can you hear me?
Can you see us? Where, is that him there? No.
No, he's in
He's way up
a
there.
regular van.
Well, you got to be able to refer to the window. Maybe you could sit on this side.
Yeah.
Next to the.
We're right after the break.
It's 5 minutes to the top of the hour. Welcome back to Breakfast Time with Patricia sitting in for Tom. Sitting in for Lori, I mean. And we have Tom, Bob the Puppet, and me, Jim. I'm the announcer. And here's Patricia now. Sitting in for whoever she wants.
It might be for Tom. He's out actually on Fifth Avenue getting a little therapy, a little mobile therapy, so we may not have him back. Yeah. He needs more than a little. Yeah. So Tom, can you hear us?
I can. New York, an incredible town. Your blood pressure's up, your life expectancy's down. New York.
Where's that
I wish
van?
I could throw a hat in the air. Here on Fifth Avenue by the Empire State Building, you know, any workday, no matter where you are across the country, is stress-filled enough. But here in this lovely land we call the Big Apple, it can be incredibly stressful, particularly if you're a high-priced executive. And that's why a couple of therapists have gotten together and have created the mobile therapy van. Do you want me to go in first? I'll come right in here to introduce you to Doctors Ursula Strauss and Shelley Lennox. Doctors, welcome. Dr. Strauss, Dr. Lennox, a pleasure. Good to have you here. And for only $175 an hour, a harried executive can come in here and ride to work with one or both of you giving therapy.
One.
Just one?
Or one of the 6 who are on our staff, including the 2 of us.
Now, I understand you have about... Who is behind you here? There's some... What are you doing down here?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. It's a mechanic. All right.
He's very shy, Tom. Be careful
Now,
with
let
him.
me ask,
He's a guy with agoraphobia.
That's right. You have about 50 clients across Manhattan who utilize your sort of traveling therapy technique?
Right. It's not only in Manhattan, it's the greater metropolitan area. So we handle people in Long Island, any one of the 5 boroughs, Connecticut, New Jersey, within commuting distance from Manhattan.
Now, were I one of these clients, what might we be talking about right now in our trip to my office?
Probably the schedule for the day and the kinds of stress levels that the executive might be feeling as a result of having to be everywhere all the time, anytime.
And do you notice that these people, are they primarily men or men and women? What's the breakdown?
Well, actually, right now we're primarily treating men. I don't know that it's only men who would use our service. It's just that we have been directing our services right now at the beginning to the Wall Street area in which there are primarily men.
Now, I understand that if it's $175 an hour, but if you get caught in traffic, that therapy's free.
That's correct. That's the perk to our clientele, that if we get stuck in traffic due to no fault of theirs, we don't charge any extra fee. But if we were to be going on a long trip and we knew in advance that it would take more than an hour and 15, then we would have fixed another $50 to the basic fee.
Now we've got Dave the driver over here. Excuse me, I try to come through here. Oh, sorry, pardon me. Excuse me, pardon my back. Dave? You've probably heard a lot of stuff, huh?
Yep, I sure did.
A lot of the top executives in New York who aren't quite as confident and self-assured as people might think, right?
Sure.
When's the book coming out, Dave?
I have no idea.
Yeah. You might think about that, Dave. You don't have to be driving this therapy van, Dave. There's a great bestseller career. You could be doing all the talk shows, Dave.
I wish.
We'll talk after, okay?
Okay.
I'm
Might as
Dave
well,
Zacher.
you're not talking now.
That's right. Well, thank you very much. Now, Well, hello. Well, getting to know you. They accelerated, and I'm all of a sudden in the shrink's lap here. So are you going to be...
That's 275 an hour.
And I'm hooked. Anthony, I'm hooked up. Now, are you going to be going off and doing sessions right after we chat?
No, we have several interviews today. And later on this evening, we have some interviews planned for the two of us. Some, not interviews, but some sessions planned.
All right. In the meantime, we're just going to go out drinking.
How much does it cost?
How what?
How much does it cost?
What, were you not listening? It's $175 an hour.
Well, that's cheaper than a ride to the airport. Use them.
That's right, and safer. Doctors Ursula Strauss and Dr. Shelley Lennox here with us, the mobile therapy van taking us back to the FX department. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
But only if you really want to say thank you.
Yeah.
I think they should take you around the block one more time, Tom. A few more minutes, please.
I bribed them, Patricia. They're not coming back.
I know. Well, we're going to break now, so what's coming up, Jim?
The news, the weather, and can I believe my eyes? A Mitsubishi Mirage. Coming up on Breakfast Time. I'd like to propose a toast. Not a toaster, a toast. All right, let's go with it. Here's to the mighty toaster. With it, you can warm up bread or turn it on its side instead and use it as a coaster. Welcome back to Breakfast Time with Tom Bergeron, Lori Hibbert, and Bob the Puppet. Sitting in for Lori today is Patricia Moreno. My name's Jim, and I'm the announcer. To say good morning, here's Tom.
Thank you, Jim. Just back from the mobile therapy van, $175 an hour. You'd have to have your head examined. But, you know, good to have you with us on this Monday into our second hour of Breakfast Time. Patricia Moreno. Patricia, you're doing a fine job filling in for Lori.
Thank you, Tom. Yeah. It's kind of easier when you're not here, actually.
Got that attitude down, don't you?
Yeah. Gwen taught her.
What's say, Bob?
Gwen taught her.
No kidding. What do we have in this next hour, Patricia?
God Street Wine is here. They're going to play us a little bit of music.
All right.
And we have Cassandra coming up. I'm going to talk to her.
Okay.
And I think you're going to introduce... Sheena? No, Sheena Hinkins coming up, but aren't you going to introduce the remotes?
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
No,
we're going to do 10 push-ups and...
All right, excuse me.
And 10 more minutes in the mobile van.
I can't afford that kind of therapy.
Yeah.
All right, we've got some great road warriors across the country, including Phil Kogan in Flowers View, Florida, with midwife Gladys Milton, who has brought over 3,000 babies into the world. Phil?
That's right, Tom.
Wow.
A very special woman, and this is Gladys's Hall of Fame. And Gladys, pretty simple to get on this Hall of Fame you got here, right?
That's right. Reborn my baby.
There you go.
You got that? This is just some of them. And Tom, when we come back, we're going to be talking more with Gladys. We're going to be meeting some of the babies who have been born here, some of the parents who come to this place, and find out why parents should maybe choose going to a midwife. What's so special about having a midwife as opposed to going to a hospial?
All right. Thank you, Phil.
Tom?
Yes, Bob?
You know, you learn a lot. I thought a midwife was the second of three.
Yeah, I can see where you would. Suzanne Wong joins us in Portland, Oregon, at the home of the Garden Burger. Suzanne?
Yes, I'm at the home of the Garden Burger man. His name is Paul Wenner. He's the founder of Wholesome and Hearty Foods, and he invented the Garden Burger. He's a multi-millionaire. He created this incredible industry here. He's one of Oregon's finest. And he also is ecologically friendly in all aspects of his life. He bought this little rinky-dink house for $18,000 and turned it into an Art Deco palace here, Tom, with only recycled and secondhand things that he found at garage sales and estate sales. So when we come back, we're going to go in here, find out what he's done, and also give you tips for what you can do at home to spice up your decor for very little money.
Thanks, Suzanne. Michael Kastner from E!, the Entertainment Network, here doing a behind-the-scenes commentary. How's the show going so far from your learned perspective?
It was really exciting. I was upstairs. You have a pinball machine
looks
here,
good.
which was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I was doing that because we only have Twister at E! and Greg Kinnear always cheats. So that's a lot more fun. But the one thing I was kind of curious about, there doesn't seem to be any heat in your building.
No, there isn't any heat today.
It's like down here.
How are the tuba players doing without any heat? How many lips have actually stuck to the tubas at this point? Oh, they're doing. Oh, they're good.
Don't stir them up. They're mercifully quiet.
I'll also be going outside once again where it's actually warmer than in the building today to talk with Bob Cirillo as we take a look this week at the Mitsubishi Mirage Coupe, a new 1995 model that Bob will review. But right now, Patricia has a look at some of this Monday's top stories.
Thanks, Tom. Investigators say there's a link between a deadly bombing, mail bombing, and more than a dozen explosions over the past 16 years. The latest victim, a New Jersey ad executive. Tax cut talk is in the air in Washington today. And President Clinton is working on his fiscal 1996 budget and says he'll cut taxes for the middle class if the government can afford it. The FDA has approved a semi-synthetic version of the cancer-fighting drug Taxol. This will help save... Wrong one. This will help save the endangered Pacific yew tree, which has been used for Taxol for years. A man who was lost in California wilderness of Big Sur for 8 days was found over the weekend. David Holt said he survived by hiding in a hollow tree and drinking water from a nearby stream. Doctors say Holt's hospitalized in serious condition today and might have to have part of his left foot amputated. And Disclosure, starring Demi Moore and Michael Douglas, was the biggest box office draw this weekend. I saw it. It was actually great.
Was it good?
Yeah, I loved it.
All right.
All right.
All right. Now, well, I'm just getting set up with little Michael here. Michael, you're 4 years old, right?
Yeah.
And you're here with the members of the Guadalupe family. Is this your Aunt Esther?
Yeah.
And Uncle Elias? Is that right?
Yeah.
No, they're cousins.
Yeah.
Are they your grandparents? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. They're anything you. They're the completely malleable relatives. They
Have
can
you
be
ever
anything.
seen these people before in your life,
That's
Michael?
right. That's right. Now, Michael, what we're going to have you do is actually switch the show in a minute. You can press all the buttons that are bringing the pictures of Breakfast Time to all the people watching. How about that? Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
It's like the Gary Cooper of short kids here. He's like, yep, that's whatever. Right now, let's check with Jim. Is that okay for the weather?
Yeah.
Okay.
You related to Jim? But Jim,
wake up.
All right, listen, we got snow in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan. We got spiky yellow balls up and down the East Coast. But don't be fooled, folks, it's cold. We also have rain along the California, Oregon, and Washington coast, and snow from Utah and Nevada north in the mountains. Let's look at those high temperatures. None too high. Why are we calling them high temperatures? Let's look at them low temperatures. It's cold. There's also rain in Hollywood, Florida, just for the Guadalupes. And that's the weather.
All right.
Well, actually, no, we have Henri and Luigi.
All right.
Yeah, and as you can see, if Luigi in Idaho were to jump over Henri and into the Dakotas, we'd have to king him. And that's the weather.
All right, Jim. Michael's already started pushing buttons. Now, the thing is, Michael, behind one of the buttons is a nifty FX prize. I think there are a couple. But no, don't tell him which row to punch. You can punch. It's more exciting if you just, any button you want, Michael, just start hitting buttons and we'll see what happens on our show. Go ahead. Just start pressing buttons. Go, Michael. Press the button.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Try this line here. This line here might be more disruptive. Yeah! Keep going. Keep pressing. Yeah! Yay! You got a T-shirt. Keep pressing.
Yankee balls! Yellow spiky
Over
balls!
here, Michael. Press
Yeah! A rugby session.
Press more, Michael. Keep pressing. Up here.
no, he's doing better than our regular director.
We're getting E already. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. You want more spiky yellow balls? One more, Michael. Very good.
Yeah!
Nice job switching.
That's
Michael,
right.
good job. Thank you very much.
The totals were T-shirts, therapy sessions, and yellow spiky balls from the West Coast.
Now, Michael, was that exciting? Yeah. Yeah, it was. Jim, if that's not exciting enough for American television viewers at this hour of the morning,
Okay.
what else is happening?
Road testing the Mitsubishi Mirage. Coming up on Breakfast Time. It's 14 minutes past the hour. Welcome back to Breakfast Time with Tom, Patricia sitting in for Laurie, Bob the Puppet, and me, Jim. I'm the announcer. And here's Patricia and Bob and Spandex Rangers.
That's right.
And one tubist.
A famous tubist. You didn't
That's
know.
right. That's
Look
right.
at this.
Pablo Picasso.
He was in the paper. This is Ben, but we want to make sure it's him, so he's going to give us the pose. Looks like him. What do you think?
That's it.
Yeah, it looks like it.
That's it.
We could all do that.
It's either
not
him or
me.
he's dizzy.
It's not Laura. I think it's Ben. Can we have your autograph, Ben? Sure. You sign that for us. Wow. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, what an honor. But let's go see what Phil's doing. He's in Florida with Gladys Milton, the midwife. So where are you, Phil?
Well, right now I'm looking at Gladys Milton's Hall of Fame. These are some of the children that were born. Amazing photographs, and you know, an amazing woman. I want to reintroduce you to here. Right now we're with some of the families that she's helped, some of the children that she's helped bring into the world. So this is Gladys Milton over here. And like I said, 3,000 children she's helped to bring into the world, which is larger than the community that we have here of about 200. And this is Karen Johnson over here. And Karen Johnson has had 4 of her 5 children here. Karen, what's special about this place and Gladys?
Well, I feel like it's just a nice warm feeling, like a warm and fuzzy. I've had one child at a hospital, and that was kind of cold and unfeeling, but here it's just warm and friendly and feels like family.
Now, Patricia, I want to go over here and ask Gladys what it was like for Mrs. Johnson, because, you know, you hear stories about childbirth being very difficult, but for Mrs. Johnson, it was very simple, right, Gladys?
She defies the odds. That girl does. She's never known that she was in labor until 30 minutes before the baby was born. So she had one 30, one 18 minutes, one 9 minutes. I mean, after she arrived at the clinic. Right. And the last one was about somewhere between 25 and 30.
Can we find out what she eats for breakfast?
She's a beautician. She comes in all made up and looking pretty, doesn't even damage her makeup.
Doesn't even get a sweat up, huh? 9 minutes into it, Patricia.
Wow.
Wow. This is amazing. We also have Jerry and Jessica, who we met before in the last hour, who are expecting very shortly. This is Gladys's daughter, Maria, who is going to be taking over the torch. And over here we have a baby who is, now how old is this little Jenna Lee over here?
She's 6 days old.
And could you tell me yourself what's special about coming here? Wow, look, she's opened up her eyes for us, Patricia.
It's just a very home-like atmosphere, which is what I like. It makes you more relaxed and, you know, better able to have the baby, in my opinion.
What about as a partner or husband? What's it like, you know, to be involved in this process?
You're very involved. Cutting the cord was the hardest part.
You did that?
Yeah.
So why do you think people would choose to come to a midwife? Because, well, sorry, to go to a hospital as opposed to come to something like this, which is so special?
I really don't know. Maybe because they're more comfortable with the doctors and all the technology they have there. I was more comfortable here, but other people, you know, they may be afraid there may be something wrong with the baby or something happening during delivery, that they feel more comfortable there.
Okay, I just want to ask you, Gladys, you know, this is a wonderful place. It has a lovely energy. The people here are obviously very appreciative of everything you've done, but it hasn't always been easy for you, has it, Gladys?
No, not really, but I look forward to this day. I'll forget those things behind and still go on and try to do a good job.
Push forward and bring more children into the world. 70 years old, 3,000 so far, still counting, Patricia. And I tell you what, if people can give birth in 9 minutes like Mrs. Johnson, we're gonna have a huge count by the year 2000.
Hey Phil, how far away did those folks come from to go to the birthing center?
How far away have people come to give birth here?
Well, the state has a limit on how far they can come, you know, because they want to make sure that everything is all right and be able to make it on time. But right now we're dealing with about four counties. Or maybe even more, Walton, Okaloosa, and Covington.
So how many miles away? What would be the greatest distance that a mother would travel to come here?
Well, say like some parts of Pensacola.
So about an hour away or so, Jim.
All right, great.
Well, Phil, if she could assure me I'd have a 9-minute baby, I'd travel all the way from here.
I know. Everyone would be doing it, right?
I think so.
Okay, I promise you. Let's get started. Come on.
You be quiet.
Okay.
We have Spencer here taking a little bit of little extra therapy from our mobile therapies. Taking advantage of that, huh? You need a little more time, huh? We'll leave you alone. We'll leave you alone to your own therapy. And now we're going to go see Tom. Where are you?
Well, I'm right out here with Ike, the bus dispatcher manager whom we see regularly on the show. Ike, come over here with me if you would. You having a good morning?
Yeah, definitely.
You must love it this time of year, right?
It's beautiful.
Yeah. We got about 12 degrees out here. This van right here, driven by Dave in there, is a mobile therapy van. The mobile therapists are up with Spencer Garbett right now, double teaming him. But for only $175 an hour, on your ride to the corner here, where you stand out here and freeze and get New Yorkers on buses, you can have all of your psychological problems taken care of.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
That's great.
Do you have any psychological problems you'd care to share with America?
Not really.
Okay, well, here's the van.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. All right, good. Okay.
Yeah, sure it is.
We've got the van here. If anybody wants, ladies, hi, how are you? We have the mobile therapy van here for $175 an hour. Any psychological problems you have can be taken care of. Would you care to partake?
No, that's okay. Thanks.
Okay,
That was
very
Fergie.
good.
That was Fergie.
That was Sarah Ferguson, I just thought.
That's right. Oh, man.
No, they have no psychological problems in Buckingham Palace. Bob Cirillo's here, our FX car guy, where every week we come outside. Maybe during the dead of winter we can drive one of these suckers into the apartment, Bob.
Tom, I have all kinds of problems. You didn't ask me.
Yeah, we know.
It's only 2 hours.
We don't have that kind of time. That's right, Bob. We don't. Now, this is the Mitsubishi Mirage Coupe, the 1995 Mitsubishi Mirage Coupe. What is unique about this car, Bob?
Well, Tom, the reason we picked this one is that this is an entry-level Mitsubishi Mirage. In other words, what this car is really just a step above their lowest model. The point being that you can get a really nice car and do a really good job of getting all the things you really want for a pretty low amount of money. This is basically $12,500. If you want to have air conditioning and some of the fancier stuff, you can add another $1,000. But you can actually get the S model of this car with all the goodies, with the airbags, for less than $10,000 with everything you want. So why don't we jump inside?
All right, now I understand Suzanne is going to be at a house that's very ecologically sound. I understand this car was sort of designed ecologically as well. Is that right?
Well, from what I understand, I'm not really sure what that means, but it does have all the good things. For example, for that low price, you have both passenger side and driver side airbags. You have, of course, stick shift. That's where you really save some money on the stick shift. It has an awful lot of good things going for it. This particular one, even for $13,800, has a CD player. Kind of a chintzy mirror. Marilyn would never approve of this one.
That's your wife, who is very, very demanding about things like that. The term I read was environmental engineering.
Yeah, they talk in terms of being able to recycle most of the car. Put the plastic back with coating on the back of the plastic. A lot of manufacturers are getting into that.
Or in New York, you can sell it for parts.
Well, if you can keep it long enough. They almost took it on us this morning. One of the nice things about this car, in a low-price car, if you look quickly in the rear, you can see that you can put that back seat down to put, actually you can put both sides down, but if you want to put skis, you can still have a passenger inside. I think that's
so not a great family car, but a wonderful car. I mean, if you're commuting to work and it's just you and maybe somebody else.
Sure, and again, entry level. If you want to get started for actually less than $10,000, you can get a sporty car with airbags, plenty of safety, and a good riding car. It's really a nice car.
On the Cirillo rating of 1 to 10?
I gave it an 8 because it is really a nice car, but it's not up to the standard of some of the more luxurious cars, but it's certainly worth an 8.
All right, Bob Cirillo, our FX car guy every week. Yes, Jim?
Yeah, I'm just saying, yeah.
You're just saying, yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
That James Brown influence from Friday.
Under 10 grand. That was the magic word for me.
Yeah, okay. We're going to come back. Sheena Henkin's going to help us get through holiday stress. And what else is coming up, Jim?
Well, we're going to have the guy who peddles the garden burgers. He lives in a recycled house. Check it out on Breakfast Time.
Low is on 12. On the piano is John. He's on 14. On the bass is Dan. He's on 2. And the guy sitting in the back there, that's Tomo. He's on 1. He's playing.
You want us to play a little?
And they're going to play right now for you.
1, 2, 3, and... Staring at me, smiling so mysteriously, your eyes so shiny and your lips so... Do you know this tune playing in my head?
don't you frown. Though your daddy went crazy and your house burned down, I'm gonna make everything alright. I'm singing just for you tonight. Oh, I got a tune running through my head and it won't go away. Sing it to me softly, sing it to me day after day. And I want you, darling, and I don't want nobody but you. We could jam in the daylight, we could jam the whole night through.
It's 26 minutes past the hour. Welcome back to Breakfast Time with Tom, Patricia sitting in for Lori, Bob the Puppet, and me, Jim. I'm the announcer, and here's Patricia and Tom.
8,
And Bob.
9,
Over here.
10, 11.
That's enough.
That's enough. Wow, you have about 500 more to go.
Is Lori coming back tomorrow? We have here, it's a musical festival here. We have God Street Wine with us over here. And we have the Tuber Christmas Orchestra over here. Led by Bill Troiano. Have you worked on "O Come All Ye Faithful" together? Is that right?
It's the battle of the bands.
Well, angels we have heard on high, God Street Wine, and the tubas all at once. Can you do this?
We've played on the road together for the past years.
That's all right. All right, let's strike up the bands. Let's hear a little bit of this.
Go for it, guys.
Could be playing anything.
The drummer's just reading the paper right now over there. Thank you, guys. That's good. Yeah. Very good. I get that. That was very good. Tubas and God Street Wine.
It was a religious experience.
Yeah.
I felt something. I felt something in here. Patricia?
Yes.
It is now all yours. I'll get out of the way. I'll do
Thank
crunches
you.
over here.
That's a good idea. 500. Well, we're going to go see Suzanne. Suzanne's in Portland, Oregon with Paul Wenner, right? We're going to see we tasted the veggie burgers, Suzanne. I really liked it.
Me too, especially the garden sausage. They spice it so it tastes like meat, kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
It was good. It didn't
Kind of
really
tastes
taste
like
like meat,
furniture
but it was
coasters, too,
good.
kind of.
Yes, I'm here at his home. He's actually a multi-millionaire, and yet he chose to buy this $18,000 little rundown home and turn it into an Art Deco palace.
I did the opposite with my house.
In all aspects of his life, and he's taken recycled and secondhand things and turned his home into an extravagant place. He's also the best-dressed guy around. Good morning, Paul.
Suzanne, good morning.
Now, look at what he's done here. First of all, take a look around at how he's decorated this whole place with Christmas things. And an interesting thing he's done is that he's taken these stairs down here, and he's used Christmas lights behind some plastic to create a dramatic effect for the stairs, right?
You bet. You can put that under even furniture.
Looks
work
like the
real
Sands
well,
in Vegas.
So.
Now, also, tell me, I'm curious as to why a multi-millionaire would want to live in an $18,000 home and fix it up.
Well, I love the place. This is my project. I'm an artist, you know. So.
He's an artist, Patricia. Now, how did you come up with these counters?
Well, used restaurant supply materials. You can get these counters for really cheap, under $20. Just look around. You know, keep your eye out. There's always bargains. There's gems everywhere.
And how about these cabinets?
These cabinets, they're 2x4s and sheetrock, and I even took a sponge and just sponge painted them, and they look great.
Now, just so that you know, you can make it look much more classy by taking all different cabinets, but making the knobs uniform and painting them the same color. Now, you notice how he's cut the Formica here, Patricia? He took the extra piece that used to be here, the triangular piece that used to be here, and he's put it over there against the wall to make shelves so he doesn't waste anything. Very ecologically friendly.
You bet.
Okay? Now, I want to show you over here, too. This is an old window that he got at a garage sale. What did you do to this?
I just built a frame for it and cut a hole in the wall and installed it. There it is. It's a piece of art.
Great. And also, look at these blocks of glass, Patricia. He found these as well. You can get them for how much, 25 cents?
Oh, I found them at a garage sale, 25, 50 cents. Chipped off the concrete and built the wall.
So you can do that for very little money, too. Now, another thing that I think is really interesting, because I'm such a movie buff, is check out this poster right here of the Rocketeer that's cut out and stuck on the wall. You can just ask movie theaters when a movie run is over if you can have that stuff, and a lot of times they'll just give it to you. So that costs absolutely no money. Now tell us what you did with this floor here. This is regular basement concrete.
I just take and painted it white, and then black, and then I take newspaper and chopsticks and an eraser and create marble.
So you can just take regular cement, Patricia, paint it white, paint black over it, and create the designs to make it look like marble. Now, I'm sorry, Bob, are you catching up with me here? This is also a bathtub that he found in the weeds and refinished to create a dramatic look here for his bathroom.
Yeah.
Now, tell us about this file cabinet here. How did you convert this into a dresser?
Well, this was from a sewing store, and you put the patterns in here. Well, I just simply sanded it down, painted it, same color as the rest of the place, monochromatic, and it fits right in.
And finally, to check out the ceiling here, these are regular Christmas lights that he's poked through the acoustic ceiling here to create a dramatic effect above his bedroom. And those are some tips for what you can do at home to really spice up your home for very little money.
And Suzanne, is all that furniture edible too?
Oh yeah, it tastes just like vegetables.
Amazing.
That looks amazing. That look, tips I can try at home. I think I need a little help trying those tips at home. I don't think so. What do you think, Jim?
I think it'll work for you.
You think so?
I think, yeah, a sparkly little ceiling and an aquarium, it's you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, Tom, where are you doing news? Let's have some news.
Thank you, Patricia. The FBI says investigators only have a few clues in the weekend mail bomb killing of a New Jersey ad executive. Officials say they're just about 100% certain it's the same man who sent who has sent explosive packages since 1978, about 16 of them. O.J. Simpson's lawyers are reportedly about to make a major change in strategy. CNN says the defense is going to challenge the admissibility of DNA evidence in front of the jury instead of at a pretrial court hearing. In South Carolina, the case of Susan Smith heads to a grand jury today. You may remember Smith as the woman who staged the kidnapping of her 2 young sons but later confessed to drowning them. An annual Good Housekeeping magazine poll shows former First Lady Barbara Bush and Billy Graham are the most admired people in the U.S. And there's a high price to pay for getting seriously sick while visiting Tucson, Arizona. The fire department charges non-residents $205 plus $5 a mile for an ambulance ride to the hospital. By the way, if during that ambulance ride you want therapy, that's an extra $175. That's a look at some of today's actual stories.
And now, what are we going to do? We're going to check the weather. Jim, what's the weather today?
Send me either one of them.
That's right. We got snow, we got rain, we got snow, we got rain. Let's look at those high temperatures. Okay, as you can see, the high temperatures are pretty low. It's going to be cold just about any place you are, except in Key West and Miami, and that's the weather.
So, Tom, let's go. We're mailbag time. You were doing a few more push-ups,
Well, you know what? Yeah, you know what it is. We're getting to that point on today's show. We've got God Street Wine here. We've got our Tuber Christmas band. We've got a number of people who are actually just in here to keep warm. And we got to the point where you can't move all that well.
And we're approaching our occupancy limits here.
So, hold on. What, Bob?
We're approaching our occupancy limits here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Let's hear a little mailbag music, maestro, if we could. If we use your fax or letter, you get one of these. Now, I have to sort of cozy up to the people to make the shirts a little bit. One of these fine designer 100% cotton shirts. Who wants a bunch of logos when you can have just one? It worked for Izod.
Yeah.
Okay.
Simplicity.
It worked for Lacoste.
And they really soak that water up when you wash down your car.
Yeah.
We have a letter.
Yeah.
It's to FX and the gang.
Okay.
It says, I hope you like this. I made it out of leather. Can you please hang it up? Have you received my other letter yet? And can you tell Captain Kangaroo to call me?
Huh.
Okay.
Hey, Big Pockets. Call me sometime. Right.
The man we know is into leather.
Yeah. Yeah, Wanda Johnston from Daytona Beach, Florida. Thank you, Wanda.
Look at this. Today I finally figured out why Jim covers his face with that newspaper. He looks like this. He's Bob's father. It's funny, Jim. It does look like you.
Except he's got two eyelids.
That's
now,
right.
Is this also from, who is this? Tim Adkins. Where's Tim from? Do we know, Helen? Springfield, Illinois. Now, Tim did a cartoon version of all of us. My buck teeth are not that big. They're just look like an errant beaver in this thing.
No, but you got your height right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you look good there.
You think so? Oh, good heavens! If you want to, pictorially insult any of us. Where do you send it?
Write to us at Breakfast Time, P.O. Box 824, Madison Square Station, New York, New York, 10159-0824. Or call us at 212-802-4054. Or fax us at 212-802-4208.
Coming up, well, we've already done the Battle of the Bands between the Tuba Christmas People and God Street Wine, so we won't revisit that.
Yeah, there were no winners, by the way.
We will hear God Street Wine and more when Breakfast Time continues.
It's 21 minutes to the top of the hour. Welcome back to Breakfast Time with Tom. Patricia sitting in for Lori, Bob the Puppet, and me, Jim. I'm the announcer, and here's Tom.
Fans of the internet know where to find our next guest. Fans of our next guest are also called winos. This is their, true, this is their first release and also the first release on 11 Records, right, which is a brand new label that David Geffen, who's an up-and-coming young billionaire, is starting. It's $1.99 romances. God Street Wine's here. How about a hand clap? Gentlemen, a pleasure. Would you introduce yourselves?
I'm Dan.
John. Low Faber. Tomo, hiding back.
Tomo, the fifth Marx brother. Good to have you all here with us. You guys have been together for how long?
Oh, really long time.
Really long time, since the late 1930s. Yeah. Now, how would you describe? How would you describe your music?
Really good.
Okay. But how good? I mean, is it
too good for words?
Well worth the money.
Yeah.
They use all the notes.
All the notes, they can play them, they can hit them. It's been called a mix of just about any style except maybe klezmer. Is what I understand. Yeah, there's a little
Try to
klezmer.
think about that way.
Yeah.
I guess not klezmer.
Now, where are you based? You based in New York City?
Just north of here, actually, up in Westchester.
Yeah. And you deliberately moved out of the city?
Yeah. We did, yeah.
Why is that?
Well, money.
or a lack thereof. Yeah.
No, we had too much.
We'll fix that.
And on the internet now, you're there regular. I love the computer online services, so I'm on them a lot myself. But you correspond with your fans a lot on the internet?
Yeah, kind of whenever we get a break.
You jump in anytime you want. Right? I'm right in here.
He's the strong, silent one.
Is that right?
Try to keep it down. You're waking the drummer.
That happens a lot when we play shows, too.
Right. Well, you're going to play a little something from $1.99 Romances?
That's right. This is Nightingale.
The current CD. God Street Wine, everybody.
And for the tuba players, this is an F. 1, 2, 3, and... Three, 5. Well, hey, young girl, staring at me, smiling so mysteriously. Your eyes so shiny and you look so red. Do you know this tune playing in my head? Hey, Cordelia, don't you frown. Well, your daddy went crazy in your house, put down. I'm gonna make everything all right. I'm singing just for you tonight. Sing it to me softly, sing it to me day after day. And I want you, darling, and I don't want nobody but you. We can jam in the daylight, we can jam the whole night through, the whole night through. 'Cause I need someone to turn me on, someone to wait beside the dawn, someone to sing my song, be my nightingale. Someone to kiss beneath the moon and sleep with in the afternoon, someone to sing my tune, be my nightingale. Come on and be my nightingale. Well, hey, Cordelia, don't you cry, your face so fine and your body so shy.
It's 14 minutes to the top of the hour. Welcome back to breakfast time. Here's Patricia.
Tom, are you awake over there?
I am. We got so much music. We got God Street One here. Their CDs and $1.99 romances. Right here. This is it. And they're here. And we've got, don't you guys start resting on your laurels, because we got more tuba music coming up here from the Tuba Christmas Players. Right now, Patricia, a very special, solemn moment in our proceeding.
That's right. What should we do?
Yeah,
There's so much crazy stuff going on. There must be something going on in the stars. Maybe Russell Grant can help us.
Huge helping of Mars can give you so much vitality, so better get ready for this red-hot planet to change signs and energize an unsuspecting part of your world. Let's zip with zest. Sagittarius, if you think you're going to get where you want in life, you'll be very much mistaken. Slow but sure progress is a much better bet. Capricorn, any travel or connections with cosmopolitan companies or people will be right up your street, bringing surefire success and rapid happiness. Aquarius, the look of love could easily turn to the green eye of envy. So whether it's coming from you or directed at you, it ain't necessarily so. It's also unnecessary. Pisces, act or speak in haste, repent at leisure today. So before you jump out of the frying pan into the fire, hold your horses and heed your deeds. Aries, you've all the energy, enterprise, and enthusiasm needed to move mountains of work now, but watch out for minor cuts, burns, or scalds. You're accident prone. Taurus, why not be a sheep? Why follow the flock? You know, you're not a sheep. Strike out on your own now, and you'll get precisely where and what you want in life. Go ahead on your own, Gemini. Step into a family breach and sort out any problems, hassles, or difficulties before they erupt into a major domestic split. Cancer, don't keep a brilliant brainwave to yourself when by spreading it about a bit, you could end up well on the road to fame and fortune. Leo, if you play the shrinking violet or hide your light under a bushel, you haven't a hope in hell of attaining your aims. Capture the attention of people in power or with influence. Virgo, as mighty Mars moves his muscle behind your sign, so suddenly you're given a greater strength and drive to achieve your self-interests and life ambitions. Libra, watch your subconscious, which is apt to play tricks. Don't divert your energies inwardly by becoming bitter or hurting yourself. Scorpio, make changes for a brighter, better future, made even easier by the help of a male friend or masculine influence around you. Find that guy. Now, if it's your birthday, you have more get up and go in your career in the next year than you've had in ages. And you are my star of the day, Virgo. Just like Nancy Dixon Welsh of Miami. You found zest to zip through life with style and put your raunchy sex appeal to good use, too. Toodaloo.
Yes. Give us that Virgo strut again.
That's right.
The star of the day strut.
That's right.
That's my ranger, too.
That's right. He's almost segueing into Ed Grimley there, just a little. Gina Hankin, our FX shrink, is here with us.
A stationary shrink.
175 an hour in the van.
How about that? I've asked Bob to get me one right now.
Now, the reason we asked you here today is to referee between the Tubas and God's Street. No, actually, to talk about holiday stress. Now, I was telling you that I go into a period of holiday paralysis where I refuse to believe that the Christmas is coming and that I really got to go through the gift list and do all this stuff. And I'm still a little bit in that grip, though we did get the tree yesterday. Is that common?
Oh, it's very common. You're refusing to face it because you obviously have very high expectations of what it ought to be like.
Yeah.
A massive production. So my suggestion is that you lower your expectations immediately. Now, kids won't notice if you don't do as much, put every decoration on the tree, even have as many presents. I mean, how many do they open anyway? Lower your expectations. Start now. Make it easy on yourself.
So if we just ignore it completely, it'll just...
Well, we can do that too.
Yeah, well, that's probably true. Now, do you go through any stress, or are you so wise from your years of dispensing advice that you are completely free from it?
No, I go through some too, but I overcome it by starting early.
Yeah.
And what I haven't done, I don't do. There's two things. I start early, and I get to a point what I haven't done, I don't do. If I don't send everyone in Europe a Christmas card, I don't do it. But I send them a New Year's card. You know, you can make up for it later.
Gwen?
That's a good idea.
Now, are you one who suffers any holiday stress at all?
No, I try to start a little early, but this Christmas card thing always, you know, I got like 300 people on the list, you know, and it takes a while to do it. So
when can I expect?
Very soon, Tom.
Spencer, how about you?
I like the holidays, and I like walking around and seeing people in good cheer and the decorations and all that, but I don't usually partake. So it's kind of, I don't partake, but I enjoy it.
You don't buy anybody a gift? You don't?
Just himself.
I don't really get into the whole thing, but I appreciate it for what it is.
Yeah.
But I
He
don't
goes
necessarily.
crazy. He drinks different water.
No, I don't decorate my house and do the tree and the whole
Yeah.
bit, but I enjoy, you know, seeing decorations and seeing the lights and the store displays and what have you.
So when you kick back, you actually just take water from any tap at random.
Oh, yeah, I'm a mad tap.
That's right. Now, Bob, how about you?
Crazy guy.
Well, Tom, what I do is I reserve all my shopping till Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Because you know, there's no pressure, and I bring a little red pen and I do my own markdowns. It saves time.
And he gets free use of a car every week. I tell you. Yeah, so that really is a key thing, I would think, is to lower expectations and not try to make it a...
And not feel guilty about it. Because if it's the right thing to do for you, then it's the right thing to do. And it may not be
if it
right
ain't
for the
cold, I'm
kids.
happy.
It may not be what your mum did, but you've got to not feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
Just do less. We're all busier these days, I think.
Yeah.
So do less.
Could I borrow that just for a second? What's the matter, Michael? What's the matter? What do you want us to get? You want to get the police car?
No.
No?
I'm talking to him.
You're talking to Bob?
Yeah, so butt out, Tom.
Well, I know one present we can cross off my list. Sheena, hang on.
Just get
What else is coming up on this GabFest, Jim?
Tubas and guitars and drums, oh my! Tubas and guitars and drums, oh my! And here's the whole gang!
And if you're just joining us, yes, we're surrounded by tuba people. The attack of the tuba people. We want to thank Phil Kogan in Flowers View, Florida, with midwife Gladys Milton this morning. Phil?
Thank you very much, Tom. Had a really incredible experience here this morning. Gladys Milton, look for her on a feature film that is currently in development, and also her book. And I would like to thank all the families for coming out this morning, all the children who have been brought into the world through the love and affection of Gladys Milton.
Thanks, Phil.
Bye, Tom.
Suzanne Wong is with us in Portland, Oregon, at the home of the creator of the Garden Burger. Suzanne?
That's right. I'd like to say thank you to Paul Wenner, who's changed out of his Fancy Duds into a Generation Veg t-shirt. I'd like to thank Claire Worley, the PR person, for Wholesome and Healthy Foods. And don't forget, eat your garden burgers. You can eat healthy, and it's easy to prepare. And you can really change your home into something spectacular using recycled and secondhand stuff. And tomorrow we're going to be at Will Vinton's Claymation Studios, the guy who developed the California Raisins commercials.
Oh, great. All right, Suzanne, thanks. Hold on just a sec, Bob, because we got a lot of mileage to go through here. Michael Kastner from E! and CBS's Circus of the Stars this Friday. Also, Bob Cirillo, our FX car guy. Where are you, Bob? He's over there. Thank you, Bob. Sheena, our road warriors who are here with us. God Street Wine and our Tuba Christmas Orchestra, led today by Bill Troiano. Thank you, Bill, and thank you to Tuba people. And Tubists. And what's coming up tomorrow, Patricia?
Tomorrow we have the Boys Choir of Harlem and Karen Duffy Duff from MTV and Lori's back.
And how about a hand for Patricia for filling in? One of our producers, Anthony, his mother is here. Anthony, you're Anthony's mom. What's your name?
Leslie.
Leslie, come on in, Leslie, quickly. And you sing?
Yes,
Is
I
that
do.
right? All right.
Yes.
Can you sing? Is it A? What is it? A flat? A flat. God Street Wine and the Tubist and Anthony's mom. Where's Anthony? Oh, wait. And okay, a little. We had so Jingle Bells. We got how many seconds? 5. 5. Okay, now would be good. Jingle Bells.
Fast.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle all the way with a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, the hills they go, laughing all the way.
It's all right, just jingle along. Jingle, jingle,